Hey everybody, this video is going to go over the homework assignments for the Week 2 module. So if you look under the tab for Week 2 homework assignments, you'll see that the first item is to read chapters 3 and 4. Once again, I really just want you to look over the chapters, just to reinforce the information that was presented in the PowerPoints and video lessons this week. You might also want to take a look at some of the activities, they make up the majority of the chapters. You can kind of see if you were catching on and getting the hang of all the information presented in the module this week. So just look over chapters 3 and 4, and then you can move on to the other homework assignments. So the next item that you'll do for homework is Week 2 Assignment 1, Topic Sentences. So there's a few sections, few parts to Week 2 Assignment 1. The first part is asking you to look at groups of statements, right? And you are going to decide which statement is the point and which statements are support of that point. So for instance, group 1, we've got 3 statements. This has been a wonderful week. I won $100 in the state lottery. I received an A on my chemistry exam. So out of that group there, those 3 sentences, which one makes a point and which ones provide support? So you'll put a P next to the one that makes a point, and then S's next to the ones that provide support, right? Pretty easy. Part 2 is now asking you to look at examples of support and determine which one is giving us specific support and which ones are lacking in detail. So for instance, our first question here, our point is that Professor DeMarco is an excellent teacher. And we have 2 options for how to support that point. Out of those 2 options, which one gives us specific support and which one is lacking in the details? You put an S next to the one that offers the specific support and an X next to the one that's not as detailed, that doesn't give us as much specifics. Pretty easy. Part 3, we have paragraphs here, and each paragraph is missing its topic sentence. We get a general idea of what the paragraph is about, and it's missing its topic sentence, and then we get the rest of the paragraph, the body of the paragraph. You have 4 choices underneath each paragraph, and the idea is to choose which one you think makes the best topic sentence for that paragraph. So based on the supporting sentences, what should the topic sentence be? And you know, like number 1, this paragraph is about a spring-fed pool. So you get a general idea right away what the overall topic is. And then you'll read through the body of the paragraph, the supporting sentences, and then you have 4 choices below it, which one makes the best topic sentence. Pretty easy. Part 4 is very similar. Part 4, we have 2 paragraphs. Each one is missing its topic sentence, just like in part 3. However, now you don't have options to choose from. You have to create the topic sentence for each paragraph. So keeping in mind what we've learned about topic sentences, they need to be specific and they need to include the writer's attitude or purpose, right? So not only what is the paragraph about, but so what? What about it? What does the paragraph do with that topic? Create a topic sentence as best you can. Just give it your best shot, right? This is practice, okay? And you'll get my feedback on it. So just give it your best shot and try to create a topic sentence for both of those paragraphs in part 4. You're going to do this as a text submission. You're not going to do it in a Word document. It gets a little crazy trying to do it in the Word document. So you'll just want to copy and paste parts 1 through part 4, copy and paste them into the text box, and then you can, make your letters on each line or type in your topic sentence or underline whatever you've been asked to do in each part. If you have any questions about that one, let me know. Week 2, assignment 2, the next item for homework, is working on coherence. So we have 7 questions for this assignment. Number 1, you have a paragraph and you're going to fill in the blanks with the correct transition word. There's 3 to choose from right above the paragraph, and then you're going to fill in the blanks, figuring out which one should go where. And then those are addition transitions. Number 2, it's the same thing, except now we're working with time transitions. So again, fill in the blank with the appropriate time transition that's listed above the paragraph. It's like your word bank up there. Pretty easy. Number 3 for this assignment, you've got 3 paragraphs, 3 totally unrelated paragraphs. So paragraph 1, all the sentences are out of order. Figure out, based on the transitions that are being used, the cohesion, figure out the order of those sentences and just number each one, right? Same thing for paragraph 2 and paragraph 3. Now, paragraph 3 is a little longer, so you're going to have to do a little more thinking with it. But if you pay attention to how the thoughts are all connected, you'll be able to figure out. So you're going to want to find out first, what do you think the topic sentence is for all 3 of these paragraphs? That'll be sentence number 1, right? And then from there, figure out the logical progression of these thoughts. They do provide cohesion. So if this was one paragraph, if it was in paragraph form, the transitions are there. So now, the idea is, because the cohesion was there to begin with, you're going to be able to put them in the correct order, right? Do your best. Number 4, we've got some sentences, groups of sentences that are using transition words, and you just want to underline the transition word that's used in each set. In number 5, you want to underline the repeated words in each set. Number 6 is all about synonyms. So we have, in each group of sentences, there's a word that's in italics. And there's a synonym used for that word somewhere else in the sentences. You want to find where the synonym is and underline it. And then for number 7, you're going to do the same thing, but with pronouns. So there is a pronoun that's in italics. Your job is to find out what noun it goes with. What noun did it replace, and underline it. This is also text submission, so you'll also, just like week 2 assignment 1 was, you will copy and paste questions 1 through 7 into the text box, and then you'll be able to fill in the blanks and do the underlining and everything else that you've been asked to do in each one. If you have any questions about this one, feel free to let me know. Week 2 assignment 3 comes next, and this is what I call shaping ideas. So we have worked with topic sentences, creating the point, making sure it's specific, creating support, making sure it's specific, and creating cohesion. Now, in this assignment, we're going to put all that together, and you're going to write a paragraph. So for task 1, you are going to write a paragraph about cell phones. The topic of your paragraph should be one aspect of cell phones that make them useful. That's the concept here. One aspect of cell phones that make them useful. You can decide what usefulness you want to discuss. Is it that they keep us organized, they keep us entertained, they keep us connected, something along those lines. Once you've decided on the direction of your paragraph, then you're going to create the paragraph, thinking about all the things we've learned about paragraph development. Topic sentence, and the 2 things that a topic sentence should do. the specific and adequate supporting sentences and cohesion, and then a point sentence at the end that draws it to a close. Do your best, okay? And don't spend a whole lot of time revising or changing things, because task 2 then asks you to evaluate your own paragraph. So once you have it all typed up, take a look at it and answer the bullet points in task 2. Is your paragraph focused, or did you stray off topic? Does your paragraph contain a topic sentence that clearly indicates the focused topic of your paragraph? Does it contain adequate supporting sentences that specifically support your topic sentence? Do you have a clear pattern of organization? Is it cohesive? And did you end with a point sentence? So I don't want you to agonize over creating the paragraph in task 1. I want you to put some thought into it and don't just completely wing it. But I don't want you agonizing over it and revising it and changing it and, spending a lot of time reworking it. Because the idea is then in task 2, you're going to evaluate it, and I want to see your assessment of your own writing. Easy as that, right? This one will be typed in a Word document. So you will type this one up in a Word document and submit it according to the submission requirements. If you have any questions about that, let me know. And then the final item for homework in the week 2 module is, of course, the week 2 discussion. So for week 2, we are going to be talking about our favorite movies, sort of. So the discussion question for the week 2 discussion says, without telling us about the movie, tell us what your favorite movie is, or one of your favorites if you have many. I know a lot of us do. And describe 3 reasons why this film is so good. Tell us the title of the film, because when I say don't tell us about the movie, we still need to know what the movie is. So tell us the title, but the idea here is to not give basic plot summary. Think of other elements that can make a movie good. You can mention the storyline, you can mention the plot, but you don't want to give too much away. The idea is that, you're telling us this is a great movie for these 3 reasons, and you think we should go watch it too. You're making a recommendation to us. But if you tell us too much about the movie, about the plot, then what's our rush to go out and see it? We already know what happens, right? So think of it like that. You want to give us some specifics of things that make the movie good, but you don't want to tell us everything about the story. So what other things could you talk about? What other things could make a movie good? The acting, the directing, the music, the costumes, the makeup, the special effects, right? So that's where I'm hoping you kind of go with it. So tell us what the movie is, give us the title. You can give us a little bit of background information on what kind of movie it is and what the story is vaguely about in a general way, much like they would do in the trailer or, like when you buy a DVD, like on the back, or the blurb, like if you're watching it on Netflix or something like that. But you don't want to tell us too much about what happens in the movie, okay? Think of other elements that can make a movie good. Choose 3 if you can, and give us examples. Like I said, you're basically trying to get us to go watch this movie. So try to make sure you have your first post completed by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. and then don't forget to respond to 2 classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. Remember, once the discussion closes, I cannot reopen it. If you have any technical difficulties with the discussion, please let me know right away so I can help you get those worked out. And that's it for week 2. I know it seems like a lot, but those first 2 assignments, week 2 assignment 1 and week 2 assignment 2, really is a lot of, underlining and filling in the blanks. So just do your best on them. If you're struggling, first thing I would suggest is go back through the material in the module, the PowerPoint on chapter 3 and the PowerPoint on chapter 4 and my video lessons. And then if you're still unsure, then by all means reach out to me and I will try to get you where you need to be. Otherwise, good luck with everything, and I cannot wait to see what you guys post for the discussion and what kind of movies you guys talk about.